Good evening, everyone. I'm here along with some of our friends from local apprenticeship programs here, and we're going to tell you a little bit about an opportunity that's available to students of Duval County schools after they graduate from high school. That might be a good fit for some individuals who are looking for a high wage, high demand career in construction. Just to give a little bit of a background about apprenticeship in general, is we're actually a workforce development solution. So our apprentices, the way that we describe it to the students sometimes, it's almost like college in reverse. We put you to work the very first day that you are accepted into the program, and then you work full time during the full 4 years that you're in any of our programs, and you'll go to classes just a couple nights a week. And the best thing about apprenticeship in the state of Florida is it's tuition free. So this is a tuition free option for students to begin their careers, earn money, and graduate without any debt. So our programs, even though they're kind of a best kept secret, have combined been around for 204 years. I want to say that the Training Alliance has beat us all with the length of their program, but Northeast Floor Builders has been around for a while as well, along with some of our local shops that you'll hear from. We gave back into our local community $78.5 million in economic impact. That's how much money our apprentices made in 1 year that went directly back into their community as they worked and learned their skills. Florida is only behind Texas in the entire nation for the demand for skilled construction workers. We have a gap of almost 500,000 jobs that's going to take place in the next couple of years. So there's tons of opportunities for individuals that would like to explore this opportunity. Even during the pandemic year, we still were able to train almost 900 apprentices in 14 different high demand areas and had 141 graduates for the class of 2022. We are a big supporter of lifelong pathways. Apprenticeship is not anti-college. In fact, we are very much proponents of an articulation agreement that all of our programs have with Florida State College of Jacksonville, and some of the other programs have some articulation agreements with other universities in the state and also in Georgia. So all of our apprentices, when they graduate for our program, not only have they learned their skill and graduated debt-free, they have 27 to 45 hours of credit to articulate towards an associate in science degree in industrial management. So that's a great opportunity and a very affordable option for students that want to learn a trade, but also at some point would like to pursue leadership abilities within their organization or perhaps even start their own business. All of our programs are very dedicated to safety training. We all offer OSHA 10 and Ocean 30 certifications through our program. Most of the leaders of these organizations and our instructors come directly from the program. So there's a great community of individuals that have been through that to help support the apprentices, which is why we have such high retention rates when you get to hear a little bit more about our programs. And each of our programs participate in the Florida Apprenticeship Grant from 2015 to 2020, which is what afforded us the opportunity to offer that associate in science degree with those credits. Finally, before I turn it over to some of my friends that are here today, I want to talk about the lifelong career earnings potential. So again, you're going to have continuous employment while you're in the program. You'll be in a demand trade that will have tons of opportunities as you go through, completely tuition free. And most of our apprentices have an earning potential of at least $300,000 over someone that does not participate in a post-secondary opportunity like apprenticeship. So it's a great opportunity for kids to explore as they come upon their graduation. So with that, I'm going to stop for a little bit and turn it over to Danny.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Danny Van Sickle, and I'm the training director for the Electrical Training Alliance of Jacksonville. So we are a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students work full-time jobs, like Christina said, from day one. They work at least 40 hours a week. Most of our jobs now are working anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week. So whenever you drive through downtown Jacksonville, or even when you drive on the outskirts and you see all the hospitals that are being built, we have a lot of work at those places. And so right now, Northeast Florida is a great place to be for work, and there's a lot of opportunities that are out there. We have been around since 1945, and we're very proud of our heritage. Our students go to school 2 nights a week on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Tuesdays, Thursdays. Like the other programs represented here today, we are registered with the Florida Department of Education and the Federal Department of Labor. There is a time requirement For us, it is 8,000 hours of on-the-job training and over 900 hours of related training instruction that someone has to have in order to finish our program. Because we are a 5-year program, most of our students have over 10,000 hours by the time that they finish the program. We currently have over 315 registered apprentices in the electrical and data field. We are heavily involved with outreach community efforts. We talk to female groups. We go see Girl Scouts. We've been to Schulzbecker Center. We go to underrepresented parts of Jacksonville. We have a lot of people from the surrounding counties that currently work in our trade and that go to our school. But we really want to be a resource for all of Northeast Florida, regardless of where they're located at. We feel like that we are a great option for a young man or young woman who wants to come out and earn a trade and start making money right off the bat and not have to go into all the student debt that a traditional path would be taken if someone wants to go to college. Like Christina said, we're very involved with our articulation agreement. We encourage people to get higher education. We have articulation agreement where you get 30 credits from FSCJ for finishing our program. And you can also get 42 credits from Valdosta State University for finishing our program toward a 4-year degree there. We participate in several advisory boards, including Baker County, Nassau County. We've been involved with A. Philip Randolph here in Duval County, and also other workforce community development places. So we would encourage anyone and everyone, if you want to learn more about us, just to go to our website, which is etajax.org. I have a YouTube channel there where you can see where I've been interviewed by local media. You can also see pictures of our apprenticeship and all of the apprenticeship programs that are represented here today, regardless of trade. We all have one thing in common. We want our students to be able to learn a trade that they can make a good living at and not have to go into crippling student debt with. And we feel like we're a great option for that.
Thank you so much, Danny. I believe next up, we've got Mr. Larry.
All right, good afternoon, and thank you for letting us be a part of this presentation. And my name is Larry O'Neill. I'm from the Jacksonville Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Apprenticeship Program. I'm assistant director over there. And we are like a registered apprenticeship program in Northeast Florida. We've been registered since 1946. We currently are training about 220 apprentices in our schools across 35 counties. And we have a retention rate of about 90%, a little more than that. We are training in plumbing, pipe fitting, pipe welding, HVAC, medical gas, industrial rigging, signaling. All of these are certifications that you will get through our program. Our graduates travel across the country and they work in various job sites, nuclear power plants, powerhouses, microchips, hospitals, like Danny was saying, throughout this city, throughout our jurisdiction. And we're proud to have our first minority female in Duval County have earned her journeyman plumbing license. And again, we are just very thankful that we are able to be a part of this presentation. And if you need information on us, you can look us up at Local Union 234. Is our website, and get all the information you need about us on there.
Thank you so much, Larry. And I'm here representing the Northeast Florida Builders Association. We are a little bit different than some of the other groups that are represented here, as we're non-joint. So we're the open shop program that's here in the Northeast Florida area. And we've been in operation since 1973. We currently have 340 apprentices with about an 88% average retention rate. We train individuals in 5 different trades. We train carpenters, electricians, HVAC technicians, plumbers, and sheet metal workers. We are very proud to have had the very first female in Duval County to have earned her journeyman license in HVAC, and she's actually been on our board for over 30 years. Her name is Jamie Aid, and she's a huge proponent of the program, and she wears that badge very, very proudly, as she should. We are also actively involved in several local boards and pre-apprenticeship programs in the area. And we also are a participant with the Federal Youth at Work grant with the Urban Institute. And that's what's helping fund all of our safety training programs. Like with the other programs, we do have an application process. We are open for applications now, and a student who is graduating come May or early June can already start their application process and get that all ready so that they're ready to meet our deadline, which will happen on June the 13th. For more information, we're at nefbaapprenticeship.org. We're also very active on Facebook and on LinkedIn. So, and then next up, we've got the sheet metal workers.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ruben Velasquez, and I'm with the North Florida Sheet Metal Workers. We are a registered apprenticeship program. We've been around since 1946. Currently, we have 67 apprentices training in 2 training facilities, both here in Jacksonville and one in Gainesville. We cover over 27 counties. We are a 4-year apprenticeship program with training in HVAC, fabrication and installation of HVAC duct systems. We also do some training in some fire life safety, some welding, everything related to OSHA and various other subjects. Our program is a 4-year registered apprenticeship program, which entails immediate employment, advancements every 6 months, 186 hours of classroom instruction yearly, 2,000 hours of OJT yearly, and industry certifications you can receive through our program as well. We take pride in reaching out to underprivileged parts of the community and giving them the opportunity as well. We are also a VA approved program, which could mean direct entry for some of our veterans. Once an apprentice completes our program, they are turned into a journeyman. Those certifications are recognized worldwide with the ability to travel across the country. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak about my program today.
These are just some of the resources that we used, so they'll be available for anybody who wants to go and check out some of the facts and figures regarding some of the things that we shared today. The Build Your Future is a great application that's from the NCCER, the National Center for Construction, Education, and Research, has some great information about the careers available and some of the salaries. And at this time, I think, Jill, are we open for questions?
Yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to type them in the chat, or if you would like to unmute yourself, you can also ask a question that way as well.
I have a question. I joined this call for my nephew. I'm his guardian. He's kind of going a non-traditional route. He just came to live with me this past year. Does not look like he is going to be on a traditional college track. So I'm just trying to get my mind around all of the alternatives. The moment I say the word construction to him, he's going to back up and be like, "No, I don't think so." Is there ways, but I think there are some trades in here that could appeal to him. Are there any kind of tours? I heard you say earlier, somebody said that they meet with all sorts of groups, Girl Scouts and whatnot. I'm ironically a Girl Scout leader. So is there stuff like that for these kids to kind of get introduced and maybe get their curiosity piqued without them immediately saying, no, I don't want to be a construction worker?
That's a great question. So I'll go ahead and start. Yes, we will meet with students one-on-one. We do have the opportunity to go into some of the schools. If he's at Duval County Schools, I can find out which school he might be attending to see when we'll be there. I know this is the time of year that we're making our rounds. But yes, if he wants to call and have a conversation, he certainly can. And then also I'll let Danny kind of talk more. I think some of the YouTube videos that they've put out really do show, you know, it kind of debunks some of the myths about the construction industry.
Yes, thank you, Christina. So just like Christina, we'll be glad to meet with anybody here at our facility. And we can give you a tour or even just sit down with you one-on-one in our office and just kind of tell you what we're about. When you talk about construction, you know, that can mean a lot of things. Sometimes construction is coming out of the ground. Sometimes construction is when the building is finished and everything is dried in and you're doing, you know, things like fixture work and trim out. So there's a lot more to it. As far as the YouTube channel that she mentioned, I've been fortunate enough where I've been on River City Live. I've been on several other morning shows, and we have all that on our YouTube channel. So you're going to get limited information by watching this, because this is just a 30,000 foot view of all of our programs. But for us in particular, I've got about 10 videos there. So I've gotten I've been asked a lot of questions, a lot of different questions that Mike can go in a little bit more detail, and it might give him some more insight on what we do, and it may pique his interest.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I just didn't want him to immediately write it off. Like you said, construction can mean so many things, and I don't want him to hear that and think, that it means whatever he thinks it means.
Yeah. No, I mean, and that's a very fair question, and I appreciate you asking that.
And I would like to add, these opportunities are for adults too. So even though some have asked about students, you might have other family members, or you might be a parent and you're listening to this presentation right now, and this might be something that appeals to you, or maybe you have an older family member. These are opportunities that are available for you as well. It's anyone who has graduated high school. And so I really encourage you, if this is something that is interesting to you, or you want more information, to please look into this. We really want to not only help our students, but also help their parents and their families. And this is a great pathway to high wage, high skill employment. Alrighty, well, I think that is it for today. I want to say thank you to all of you for presenting. I really appreciate you sharing this extremely important information. Thank you to all of you for attending. This will be posted, as Christina had said, on the YouTube page for the Parent Academy. That information is in the chat. And she also left a link for the evaluation. And thank you so much for joining us today.